everybody. I'm Julie Matheny. I'm a speech pathologist and internationally board certified lactation consultant and IBCLC. And today I want to talk about this specific wearable pump. This is the Momcozy M5. Now, if you've watched me before, if you follow me, you know my drill and spiel on wearable pumps. Wearable pumps mean they sit in the bra and the motor is built into a cup. That means that they are completely hands-free and they don't have flanges that connect to bottles or have tubing. So a wearable is the type of breast pump, which would include LV, the original LV, the Willow Go and Willow 3.0, and then other Momcozy products like the S12 Pro, and this is the M5. Today I want to talk specifically about this model, okay? So this is the M5. This is one of my preferred wearables on the market. Now, when we are talking wearables, wearables are not good pumps for if you are trying to bring in a milk supply for a brand new baby. They are not good if you have a neonatal intensive care unit baby, a NICU baby, or a preemie baby. They are not my favorite for using multiple times a day if you are an exclusive pumper, or if you are going back to work and need to pump more than 2 or 3 times in a row. So wearables really are not my preferred pumps if you have to do any of those following, right? So if you have a NICU baby, a preemie baby, if you are an exclusive pumper, if you're going back to work and are gone for more than 8 to 10 hours, not the best pump to be using. Those would be better for primary pumps, bigger pumps that are connected to tubing and have bottles and flanges. Portable pumps are smaller pumps that connect to traditional pump bottle flanges and to collection cups. Those can move more milk than wearables. The purpose of a wearable is to be able to do hands-free on-the-go pumping to maintain a milk supply or to get in extra pumps. Now, if you are out there and you are using only a wearable pump and have used it for the other reasons, awesome. You are the exception and not the rule. So when I'm discussing wearable pumps with patients, these are for people who are only going to be using them once, maybe twice a day. They are exclusive pumpers using a different primary pump like the Spectra, or they might be using a Symphony. They might be using a much bigger, better primary pump, but they need to get in extra pump sessions. There are some people that can get away with these using 2 or 3 times on a shift if they just trigger letdown really easily to any pump and can really thoroughly move their milk. Every once in a while, I'll have physicians or people who do a lot of travel for work that can get away with these and still maintain their supply. But these tend to leave milk behind and not empty as efficiently as bigger primary pumps. So buyer beware. I don't recommend getting this with your insurance if you have to do lots of pumping. But these are great pumps for getting in those extra pumps, for being able to take a stroller walk and get in some discreet pumping. Great pump for that. And honestly, of all of the wearables, the Momcozy S12 Pro and the M5 are 2 of my favorites. So let's jump right into this M5. When we take it apart, okay, this piece here is the actual motor. You do not want to ever get this wet because you can obviously damage your motor. This is the collection cup, okay, and it's going to have a heart on the top. That heart is going to be important when you're putting in your flange. So the motor is going to sit up on top, okay, and then this is the flange piece that you'll actually put in to connect into your motor. Now on this piece, the soft silicone piece, the reason I like this pump is because it has a nice soft silicone back and it has a pretty good approach to the breast, meaning it's not really flat like the Willow or the LV, and it's not super concave where you need to have a triangular, really perky breast to get in there. So this is a little bit kinder to more breast anatomies, different types of breast anatomy. Okay, on this silicone flange is a duck bill. This comes off for cleaning. This generates your suction. This does need to be replaced frequently in order to get suction, and it goes on the little hub on the bottom, okay? And then the heart is on top. So that heart is going to line up at the top of the cup. Now, the biggest complaint that I have had people tell me when assembling the Momcozy is that it is labor intensive to put together. You have to make sure everything is perfectly sealed. Otherwise, you'll leak milk or not generate suction. Oh, and I accidentally turned it on. Oops. So you really have to make sure that this is sealed, and some people find it's just very labor intensive. And I'm going to literally sit here and show you how long it takes me to get everything put back together. So I'm still working on it because my edges are not perfectly sealed. So there you go. I finally got all of my edges sealed. Now, in terms of the flange, this has a 24. The company does have them in 17, 19, 21, 24, and I have seen 27. You can get little silicone inserts. This one is a 17. It's embossed on there that you can put inside to make sure you get the correct diameter. Okay, that very important. Flange size matters. See my other videos for getting the appropriate flange size. Okay, so now that we have our pump all together, we have the duckbill in the bottom, we've got the right flange size in, we have everything snapped on. Let's look at the actual pump. This is a pour spout. So when you're done, you can take this off and pour your milk out. Okay. Take the motor off before pouring your milk. When you have the pump on, we're going to turn the pump on with the power button. This pump has 3 modes. We're gonna turn it on. Here, okay. This has 3 modes. It has a stimulation mode, an expression mode, and a mixed mode. The stimulation mode is to try to trigger your letdown to release your milk. The expression mode will actually pump your milk, and the mixed mode goes back and forth between the two. Okay, now this one you can turn how high the suction is with that button, and there's 9 levels in each of the modes. Okay, so right now, and it also has a timer on there. It's set to 10 minutes. So we can go all the way to 9, or you can pull it all the way down to level 1. Don't suck your brains out your nipples. Always make sure that that strength of how hard it sucks is comfortable. More is not better when it comes to pumping. It's finding just the right amount of suction strength to move your milk without collapsing your milk ducts or causing pain and damage. Too much suction is not good. Okay, now we can go back and forth between those modes with this button. Okay, so the drop, the heart, and the heart and drop, okay? So the heart is the stimulation mode. The heart and drop is the mixed mode. And the drop is the actual expression mode, okay? And we can take that up or down. So there's what it sounds like. Now, the thing I like about this pump is it's very quiet. It's very discreet. And here's what it sounds like at the highest. Okay, now here's the thing about this pump. The harder or stronger you suck, the longer it pumps. So can you hear how long that pull is? The lighter you go, the shorter the pull. The reason I don't like pumps like this is because that's not how babies feed. They don't suck stronger and longer, they just suck stronger, and it can still be short. So you have to figure out that perfect balance of how long it pulls with how strong it pulls. Again, not how babies work. So I wish pump companies would improve that and go based on science and not just marketing, right? But that's how this particular pump works on that side, okay? So again, you can change the modes. So this is the quick mode. Very short, very light. Little bit longer pull and stronger. So you have to kind of find that delicate balance to where it feels most comfortable for you. This pump does hold up to 5 ounces. And when you compare it to something like, this is the cup from the LV Stride, not too much bigger, than the LV Stride in terms of size. So it will be pretty discreet. So when you have this tucked in your bra, okay, if you're wearing a jacket, some people and you're busty, some people might not actually know. So there's no cup, no pump to pump. Now I'm a D. This would make me more like a double D, and I'm wearing a tank top with a jacket. So it really is very quiet and can be discreet, okay? So of all of the wearables, it is one of my top wearables. People who respond to it can respond really well to it, and if you don't respond, it's most likely not you, it's the pump, okay? So that's the Momcozy M5. Happy pumping!